But yeah, my Jesse's bridesmaids are Desi's the maid of honor, then it's Aunt Jamie, Becca, and then her cousin Tiffany. I'm like, okay. So I have you as my best man, Brent, Fred, and Aaron.
Right.
And then I'm gonna have Aiden as one of my groomsmen as well. Because
Okay.
Becca's on the bridesmaid. I figured put Aiden as the groomsman. And Jesse's like, I got a plan. I'm like, what? She's like, I want Paisley and Sophia to be my flower girls, and I want Isaac and Bubby to be my ring bearers. I'm like, that's fine.
Right.
And I told Jesse, I told everyone, the one thing I want to be in charge of for the wedding is the seating arrangement, because I have a specific way of how I want the seating to go, and that's why I want to be in charge of it. Because I know it's not going to be a traditional wedding. Jesse's not wearing a dress or anything. Like, it's not traditional colors or anything. But like, I want like the traditional big table for the wedding party in the front of where all the food is, and then have like the immediate family take like the first two tables, have them big enough for everyone to sit for the immediate family, and then more tables in the back, everyone can sit wherever.
Right.
But yeah, so and if it was a toss up at first between you and Aaron because I didn't know exactly what was going on, to be honest.
Yeah, I get that.
But with you saying that if need be, you'd end up taking a plane up here and back, I'm like, okay, so now I can't actually make you my best man. And I told Aaron that too. I said, it's more than likely going to be Stevie if he can make it. But
Right.
actually, I told him it is going to be Stevie if he can make it. But if he can't, it's going to end up being you.
Yeah, as long as I can make it up here, I don't mind. Just depends on if I can make the trip or not.
Right. And even if need be, bro, I can just, once I get another job and stuff out of taxes next year, if need be, I can pay for your plane ticket up here and back. If that's what it absolutely comes down to.
You can what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. You got really quiet for some reason.
Sorry, I'm trying to like. I'm, for some reason, my mind is like keep it hush hush, but like Jesse already knows about all the planning.
Yeah.
But I was saying if absolutely necessary, if you guys don't end up coming back up near here when your lease ends, if necessary, I can pay for a plane ticket for you and Kelly and father if you guys want to come up out of taxes next year. Pay for your
Right.
plane ticket here and back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just depends on what's going on. Like I said, like what day you guys end up, like what time of year you guys end up doing it. If we have
Oh, it's gonna be in July.
like if we're able to get the time off and whatnot. I mean, we probably wouldn't, like, we wouldn't be able to stay like we did this last time, where we were there for like a week and a half or whatever. Like, if we were able to come up for the wedding, it would probably be like, we would probably come up like on a plane or something, we would probably get there like the day before the wedding. And then like we'll stay there that night, obviously do the wedding the next day, probably stay that night, and then the day after the wedding is probably when, we would jump back on the plane to come down. Because even if we could
Right.
get the time off, we wouldn't be able to get the paid time off. You know what I mean? Like, the only reason why Kelly was able to, like, why we were able to stay so long this last time was because Kelly had 2 years worth of like paid time off saved up. So
So
if we were only able to, like, if you were doing it in July, like, she might be able to get like 40 hours worth of paid time, which would give us 5 days. That's why I was like, it would give us like a day to get there with the plane. We could be there for 2 or 3 days, and then we'd be able to like take a plane back and, you know, have like a day or whatever before she has to go back to work and shit. Just because none of us have ever been on a plane before, so I don't know how it would go with like the whole jet lag thing or whatever. But
Right, and I feel you with that. But I'm gonna send you the suit. It's not. It's like a. It's not really a. Like I already said. Like people were asking in the wedding chat that was created. They were like ties. I said absolutely not.
right.
I hate wearing. I'm not gonna have any. I'm not gonna force anyone else to wear them. You can wear them if you want, but you don't have to.
Right.
But so what the groomsmen and stuff. What I'm gonna be wearing is a navy blue suit, like the overcoat, the pants, and a nice like white button-up short sleeve dress shirt underneath or something. Or it could just be a plain white T-shirt. I really don't care, as long as it looks nice, basically. And I found this perfect looking suit that I want to wear, and I would like the groomsmen to wear if they can get it in their size, because I know size differences and everything.
Right.
I'll send you the link on Facebook, so that way you have it. And it's not even expensive either. It's like $80 on Amazon.
Yeah, it's not bad. Oh man. Well, my stream today, I plan on doing the arch glacier. Like I'm gonna turn on all the mechanics. That way I have the highest chance of being able to, that way I got the highest chance of being able to get drops and, like, you know, I can make the most amount of money. So, like, if I fight the arch glacier and I have no mechanics activated, where I'm just fighting, like, the base version of the boss, most of the time, like, I'll kill him, and there's times where I'll get the kill and it'll only drop like 10k, 15k, you know, worth of stuff. But I came in last night before I ended my stream. I went in and did one arch glacier kill. I did one glacier kill with all the mechanics activated, and I ended up getting, I think it was like 441,000 gold, like, worth of stuff. So I think I'm definitely gonna do the glacier on full mechanics. Because yesterday I focused my stream on trying to kill the King Black Dragon, so that I could try to get drops to fill the collection log for him. But I as easy as he is to kill and as fast as he is to kill, I wasn't getting shit for drops. Like, there was times where I would kill him and he would only drop his bones and his black dragon hide. So, like, there was times where I'd kill him and I would only get like 4,000 gold from it, you know? So it just wasn't really worth it. And being that I'm not like super rich on my account right now, I am, I figure I could do the glacier and work on trying to fill his collection log, because I can get more money from it while I'm doing it. And then by the time I get like the glacier's collection log filled up or whatever, like, I should have so much money on my account by then that it won't really matter if, you know, if the King Black Dragon doesn't drop anything. It's just right now I'm kind of trying to work on, like, getting my boss kill number up, but also, like, trying to make money while I'm killing the bosses. And like I said, I mean, I could kill the King Black Dragon and he could only drop 4,000 gold worth of stuff, whereas I went in last night, killed the Archglacior one time, didn't even get any of like the rare drops or anything, just regular loot drop was like almost 450,000 gold from one kill. Like it would have taken me forever to get that much gold from killing the King Black Dragon.
Right.
But I totally forgot that I was working on last night after I shut the stream down while I was outside smoking and getting ready for bed and shit. I totally forgot that I had bought some unfinished rune bolts that I can attach feathers to for fletching experience. Cause in RuneScape there's this area called War's Retreat. And if you have War's Retreat, essentially it's like a PVM hub. It's like a bossing hub. And you can go there and there's a campfire where like you go and you click on the campfire and it'll give your character like a certain percent, I think it's like 3.6% HP boost for 6 minutes. But you can upgrade the campfire, so like instead of being a regular campfire with regular logs, I can spend 1,000 oak logs and 1,000 marks of war, which is the currency you get every time you kill a boss, and I can upgrade it to the oak campfire. And then instead of 6 minutes, the boost will last for 12 minutes. And I got all the way up to the U, where it's like 36 minutes or something like that. And I went to get ready to go start chopping down magic trees, because I'm level 80 woodcutting, so I can chop magic. But I realized in order to upgrade my wooden box, which like stores your logs, in order to upgrade it from the U box to the magic box, I gotta have level 80 fletching. But right now I only have level 76 fletching. I'm not quite gonna hit 80, but I think I'm just gonna finish the last 690 of these that I have real quick, and then I think I'm just gonna go to the Grand Exchange and I'm gonna try and buy a fletching potion that will increase my fletching level temporarily. That way I can use the potion to put myself over level 80 fletching, and then I can upgrade my box to the magic box before the potion effects wear off. That way I don't gotta sit here for fucking however long trying to get it done. Because it'll take me a while to be able to get to level 80. It'll probably take me an hour or two. If I was to just sit here and craft these out, it would probably take me a little while.
Right. I get you on that.
Yeah.
Oh, I sent you that suit over Facebook that we found. And the color of the shoes, I don't really care about. Like, as long as they look nice and they're dressed, and they don't even have to be dressed. As long as they look nice, I really don't care what you wear on your feet.
So, do you got the game pulled up yet?
Oh yeah, I was up at the Grand Exchange because I bought a couple elemental staffs, so that way all I gotta do is just buy air runes every once in a while to be able to cast my magic spells.
No. Okay.
Well, that was before we decided to do the necro stuff.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, so with magic, don't buy an elemental staff. if you want to be able to use like air spells, you need to get a staff of air. If you have a staff of air and you equip it, the staff of air will count as your air runes. So like me, I am level 82, right? So like my highest air attack that I can do is here, let me just do this one right here. Air Surge, okay, requires level 81, and it says I need 5 air runes to be able to cast it. If I have a staff of air equipped, it's like infinite air runes. So if you're trying to do like air attacks, you equip a staff of air, and then as long as you have the right level for the spell you're trying to do, you can have the staff of air equipped, and you should be able to do that air spell without needing to buy runes. Because if you buy runes, you'll have to continue to buy runes every time they run out, whereas you can just buy like a staff of air, a staff of water, a staff of fire, a staff of earth, you know, and then you'd be able to... Actually, I don't know, the elemental staff might actually count for all 4 of the basic runes.
No, it don't.
No? So then, yeah, so you'd want to buy, the staff that corresponds with like the element type that you're trying to do.
Right, and that's what I did. Like, that's why I have all 4 of the elemental staffs. So that way, in case, like, say, because I know there's some monsters that are weak against fire, weak against water, weak against earth, weak against air. So whatever I come up against, if I know their weakness, if whatever their weakness is, I can switch to the certain staff, and then I have the air runes to cast the other elemental spells besides air.
Well, but that's what I'm saying, though. But, like, if you go and do... Oh, yeah, that's right. You do actually need air runes to be able to cast the other ones.
Yeah, so I just quickly bought it.
Well,
I said, this was before we decided to do the necro stuff. I did all this. Yeah. But I got like 1,000 air runes in my inventory right now in my backpack.
Okay.
So I'm going to be set for quite a while on air runes.
You said you have 1,000 of them. You would be surprised how fast those 1,000 air runes will go. You'd be surprised how quick you would go through those runes.
Yeah, but for right now, all I can cast is like the basic spells that require the air runes and like the different water, and like the different elemental spells besides air. But I do have a staff of air for the air spells. But like the other ones, the highest spell I could cast right now is Curse. But I need a Curse rune for that, and I'm not gonna buy one of them. But like I said, I was just trying to plan ahead for in case I come across a monster that's weak against a certain element. I was like, ooh, I have this in my inventory. Just switch to a different staff, and I'll have the air runes ready.
Yeah, I get that.
If it's a non-air spell.
Give me 1 second. I am just doing my, just sharing the stream and stuff like that.
It's all good. Take your time. Bro, you wanna know what's kind of messed up right now?
What?
The kids have Juneteenth off of school now.
I know, I heard about that. Kelly said something about that whole Juneteenth thing the other day or whatever, because she was asking if it was really a holiday, because she got a message from her bank saying something about, like, certain things weren't going to be able, like, the bank wasn't going to be able to do certain things or whatever because of it being the holiday, and said something about, like, if you get direct deposit on this day, it might be delayed. So Kelly's like, so there's a chance that I could, like, my paycheck could get delayed by a whole day because of this holiday that ain't nobody ever fucking heard of before. And she went off
It's
on
the
this big rant
yeah.
about it, and shit was hilarious. Okay,
Yeah, it's the day that ended slavery, so it's like now it's like a big important thing. And the
right,
thing was, when we were younger, it wasn't a big important thing. Like
right.
yes, it was good, but ever since the murder of George Floyd and the BLM movement, now it's a nationally recognized holiday.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like we didn't get this day off for school when we were younger. Like, come on. And I checked the school calendars and stuff to keep updated on that. The kids, and I'm not shitting you, and I got pissed about this. The kids have a day, at least one day off of school each month for a fucking holiday or something that's going on.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It really is.
I'm like, why? Why?
All right,
Where was this shit when we were younger?
so real quick, um what is your character's name in the game so I can add you as a friend?
Morpher 40.
Is the M capital?
Yes.
You said it's 40?
Yes.
40. MORFER 40.
Yes.
Okay. It says you're offline.
I'm not. I'm online.
Oh, you might have to add me as a friend. Do you know how to do that?
I found it.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Alright, I'm ready.
Okay, so go ahead and hit your cap locks, because every letter that I tell you is gonna be capital.
Okay.
Okay, so it's gonna be the letter P as in pie. It's gonna be the number 5. And then it's gonna be YK 0, like the number 0. And then TYK. So it's like psychotic. And then 529. So it should be psychotic 529 with all caps. And yep, okay, there you are. Alright, you're on world 34.
It's saying you're playing in UK.
It's because I'm on this I'm on the portable skilling world, world 84, and this world is actually in UK, that's why. Okay. Wait, why can't I go into world 34?
Mm.
Oh, for some reason it had it toggled so that it wouldn't let me join any free worlds. It had it set up so I could only be in a member's world. That's weird.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, I will meet you, just go ahead and teleport to Varrock. Oh wait, why'd it log me out? That was weird. Had trouble logging me in. Don't tell me I can't play in a free world because I'm a member. Oh, it's because I'm standing in a members only area. The city that I'm standing in is for members only, so hang on. Let me go ahead, I'll just teleport to Varrock real quick, and then I should be able to switch over to your world.
I'll be standing by Rain the Proud.
Okay, I'm at Rock Hop Worlds. 34. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm just standing right outside the... Yeah, there we go. No, that's not you. Are you at the Varrock Lodestone, or are you still at the Grand Exchange?
I'm in like the little. I think I'm in like the middle of the town. Like I said, I'm
Okay,
standing next to
so
Rain the Proud with the
open
big
up,
heart.
open up your Lodestone network and teleport to Varrock. There's Soul Black.
On my way.
There you are. Alright, I'm about to trade with you.
Okay.
You gotta click on it in the chat box.
I gotta open up the chats again. Hold on.
You have your mouse and shit plugged in, right?
Yes.
The chat should already be open.
I was trying to get it. I accidentally clicked on Rain the Proud and it went to a dialogue thing and I saw an X, so I just kept clicking it, thinking it closed out of it. And I guess it closed all the chats down.
Oh no. Yeah, if you're ever in a cutscene, don't just start clicking X's. Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's 50 mil. Should be fine. Now, if you open up your Lodestone network, which by default, if you hit T on your keyboard, it should open up the Lodestones automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Click on Draenor Village. It's black, it's got like a little red thing on it. You're gonna teleport to Draenor Village.
I'm gonna have to go to Lumbridge and then run because I don't have Draenor Village.
Okay, well then I'll teleport to Lumbridge too, and when we both get there, I want you to right click on me and click follow.
Okay.
After we're both at Lumbridge. And then I will bring you over to Draenor Village. Okay, where is the... Okay, which it's pretty simple to get there from here. We're just going to follow this road.
God, this game has changed so much.
I know. They also recently did a lot of, like, graphic updates and shit like that, so the game looks a lot different than it did before. Okay, when we come up here, you're gonna click on this thing, on this little lodestone pad, so that you can activate it. That way you'll have the teleport unlocked for Draenor.
Okay. I got it.
Okay, and then to start... Okay, so to start the necromancy stuff, you're just gonna come right up here, and this big portal in the middle that says Underworld Portal, you're gonna click on it. When you click on it, it's gonna start the quest Necromancy. That's the quest that you do to be able to start doing to be able to start doing the necromancy skill. It will walk you through like the tutorial and stuff and give you the basic overview of how the skill is going to work.
Alright. You switch back to the other world, I take it? Oh, nope, I still see you here.
Yeah, no, I'm still standing here. I was waiting to make sure that, like, when you clicked on it, when you clicked on the portal, it started up, like, a whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure. Okay. Now I can go back to my other world. And then once you once you get necromancy going, you start getting your levels and stuff. Once we get you to, if we can get you to at least like 60 necro or 70 necro, and we can get your defense going, once we can get you to like level 60 or 70, then we can start working on killing the Archglacior with no mechanics activated, just so we can get your boss kill count to start going up. Because after you kill your first 10 bosses, you unlock the hub teleport, which allows you to teleport from anywhere in the game into War's Retreat. And you only got to get 10 kills to be able to unlock that. And then, you know, obviously, like, you right click War, you go into a shop and you click on the hub teleport to unlock it. And this is gonna be where you're going to, this is pretty much where you're gonna go for all of your for like all of your bossing and stuff. They have the campfire to give you the HP boost. There's an altar of war that you can that you can buy with marks of war that will replenish your prayer points and your summoning points. Off to the right, there's like a little training area that has different combat dummies and stuff that you can test like your DPS on. After you get 100 kills, you can go into the shop and you can unlock the portal. And when you unlock the portal, it means that every time you go and kill a boss for the first time, so like let's say we get 100 kills on the Archglacior, you're able to unlock the portals, and then we teleport to Edgeville and you kill the King Black Dragon for the first time. After you get your first kill on each individual boss, you can attune the portals in War's Retreat, and it'll pull up a list of all the different bosses, and you can select which boss you want the portal for. And then if you decide you want to go and kill a boss, instead of having to run all the way to the boss, you just teleport to War's Retreat, set the portal to the boss you want to kill, you walk through the portal, and it'll teleport you like right outside of the boss room.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super fucking cool. The PVM hub, like they did a pretty good job with this. Like I was pretty impressed when I saw the hub for the first time. I thought it was really cool. Okay.
They went all out for this for the new skill, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's like a few different things that you can do. Okay, let me see. What do I want to bring with me? I do want to bring my prayer renewals. Wow. Very nice. When it comes to necromancy, the thing that you're gonna spend the majority of your time on, when it comes down to like upgrades and shit, is gonna be rituals. You're gonna be doing a lot of rituals. Because there's this thing called the Well of Souls. And the Well of Souls essentially is a talent tree. That's where you go, because like there's abilities that you unlock like as you level up, but then there's also abilities that you can only get through the Well of Souls, like conjuring your your minions and stuff like that, like defensive incantations that you can do, and you have to do communion rituals to get souls into the Well of Souls. And after you bring, after you get so many into the well, it'll in a sense it kind of like levels the well up for you, and like you unlock the next tier. So you use the souls, to unlock the next tier of skills. And after you unlock the next tier of skills, oh shit, that's a good one. When you unlock the next tier of skills, you use your talent points to actually unlock the skills themselves. And you get experience towards your talent points for killing monsters. So like every time you do combat with necromancy, you'll notice that it'll say whatever like it'll say whatever the progress is towards like your Well of Souls or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so a lot of the time that you'll spend doing necro is gonna be doing the rituals, because you need to do them to unlock the tiers, and then you need to do the combat to unlock each individual ability. Which doing the rituals is pretty easy for the most part. I like to think so anyways.
Damn, so this guy barely killed you at the beginning of the whole start of this just to mark you set where you're forced to learn necromancy. That's kind of
Yeah.
fucked up. I like how you guys like, can we just ask the souls nicely to help and not enslave them?
Hmm. Yeah, there's too many of these crystal keys for me to just... Yeah, because I don't think I can open them if I have the stuff in my bank. I think I think I have to have the keys in my inventory. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I guess I will drink this just to drink it and get it done with. Trying to think if there's anything else I would need. Don't think so. He doesn't drop herbs. Jesus, I've got like 713,000 gold worth of fucking crystal keys.
Damn.
Mm. Okay. Hmm. Good to know. Okay, I think I've got everything I need here. I'm gonna bring one extra prayer potion with me, though. Okay, I just messaged the second in command for my clan.
Okay.
And was letting him know about your situation. I pretty much just asked him, like, if it would be okay for you to be able to join the clan. I'm like, you know, I let him know you're still low level right now, so you can't really do PVM. But I told him that, you know, you can still, like, help out with the Citadel. Because, like, every Saturday, the Citadel will reset, and then we go in and you collect resources in the clan Citadel that we use to upgrade the stations with. So like every Saturday it'll reset. You'll go in for like an hour or two, and you know, cap out your resources, which it doesn't all have to be done at the same time. Like the Citadel will reset on Saturday, and you have all week to do those resources. But I let him know, like, you know, you're still pretty low level, so you can't do PVM yet, but you are interested in doing PVM and plan on it when you get high enough level. You know, and I told him that you are, you know, that I talked to you about it, you are interested in, you know, in the clan and stuff. So I just ran it by him because the actual clan leader isn't online right now. So I ran it by him, sent him a couple messages, asked him if he thought it would be okay. I know that we usually try to focus PVM, and I know you can't do PVM yet, but you plan on doing PVM when you can. And until you can, we could still use the extra help getting the resources and shit. Because as of right now, like this, we have like 100 and whatever, I think it's like 130 something members. Usually there's only actually about 20 of us, 25 of us that like actively still play the game. But for some reason, like a lot of the clan members haven't been doing their resources the way they should. So like this last week, so far since Saturday, I think we've only had like 5 or 6 people cap the resources this last week. So I don't think it would be an issue with having you join the clan, because, you know, like I said, we always need the extra help with stuff like that.
Right.
But I told him I would hold off, you know, until I heard back from him, you know, about it all. If I do end up being able to add you into the clan, I will send you a message on Discord, and it'll have the link to the Discord server that we have, because we have a server that the leader created for the clan and stuff. That way, like, usually he'll message in there once a week and let everybody know, like, what time the Citadel is resetting, what goals we should be focusing towards with our resources, and what to, you know, what to focus on, and what isn't really as important. We also use the Discord for, like, getting together and going and doing boss runs, or they have dungeons in RuneScape now. They're called Elite Dungeons, where you go in and there's like trash mobs, and then you fight a boss, and then there's trash mobs, and then you fight a second boss, and then there's trash mobs, and then you fight the third boss, and then you're done. But, you know, we do Elite Dungeon runs, we do bossing runs where, like, if somebody gets a Reaper task where they gotta kill like 15, you know, King Black Dragons or something, you know, somebody will message in the Discord, hey, got a Reaper task, gotta kill this boss so many times, you know, anybody down to do it with me. Usually you'll only get Reaper tasks for like bosses that you've already killed, like bosses that you can kill and you're able to kill. But sometimes people will try to get other people to go and do it with them, just so the kills are faster, so it'll get done quicker.
Right.
But yeah, there's a few of us that are pretty active in the clan, and we all try to focus PVM when we can. Michael, the clan leader, he's actually a gay guy, and he works at a gay bar, and I guess they're doing this big thing for Pride, because it's Pride Month. So he hasn't really been online, but he did say that pretty much like starting this weekend, he's gonna be able to start like doing more stuff with us and whatnot. So he should be getting back into the game again here soon. But I will actually be right back. I'm gonna run and use the bathroom real quick, and then I'm gonna start killing this boss. So give me 1 minute, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Ow. Fucking elbow. Still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
My necromancy's already level 6.
Nice.
No, because I had this weird lamp, and I just decided, because I knew we were going to be learning necromancy, and I just said, hey, I might as well use the lamp to get some experience for it first, and it worked.
So another thing you'll notice, okay, so if you hit escape to open up your thing, that row of icons at the top, the one that looks like a compass that says adventures, if you hover over it, if you click on that and you go to the challenges tab, you get 3 daily challenges that you can do. And when you complete one of the daily challenges and you click claim rewards, it gives you a key. When you logged in today, did you go into your treasure hunter?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to reopen your treasure hunter. And in the top right hand corner, next to where the X is, you'll see the little cog for the settings. If you click on that, you can see at the bottom it says auto redeem prismatic stars, auto redeem prismatic lamps. If you click on that, you can scroll down to the bottom and have it set up so that when you do your treasure hunter, if you pull a lamp or if you pull a star, it'll automatically use it to give you the necromancy experience. So that way you don't have to like click on the thing, pull the lamp, close out of the treasure hunter, click on the lamp, click the skill, click confirm. You know, if you have it set up that way and you know you're gonna be focusing like if you know you're gonna be focusing necromancy, like for example, you can have it set up so that when you get the prismatic stars, which is the bonus experience, you can have it set up so you'll get bonus experience for necromancy. And then your lamps is when you just get flat out experience. You can even have it set up so that, because you also want to work on your defense, so you can have it set up so that your prismatic lamps, every time you pull one, it'll automatically just give you some flat out defense experience because you're trying to focus necro. So, you know, you can have it set up so it'll just give you flat defense experience for the lamps. And then the stars that give you the bonus experience, you can set up for necromancy. And the way the bonus experience works, you know, is like if you kill a monster that has, like if you kill a monster and you get 100 XP for killing the monster. If you have bonus experience, instead of 100 experience, you would get... Oh wait, no. Actually, I don't think you can do bonus experience because you're not a member. I think bonus experience is something just for members to do. So do it the other way. Do it the other way, where you have it, set it up so that if you get the stars, for the bonus experience, use the stars for your defense. And then when you get the flat experience from the lamps, have the lamps set up so you get experience in necromancy. Because you're going to be mainly focusing necromancy, so have it set up so you get the base XP for necromancy, and then have it set up so that you'll get the bonus XP for defense. And even though you can't use the bonus XP, by the time we get your necromancy to a high enough level, we should be able to get you enough money in your bank to be able to buy a bond. And then when you go to buy that bond and get the 2 weeks of bonus experience, like you get the 2 weeks of membership, you'll have so much bonus experience built up for your defense that, you know, you'll get XP so much faster. So like instead of 100 XP for a kill, you'd get like 150. You know, or like instead of 500 XP, you'd get like 750. You know, because you get like the solid amount, and then I think it's half of that amount added on top of it as well.
Right.
Okay.
Move! It's summoning reinforcements. That giant beam.
There we go. Okay, we got it. We're good. We're good.
You can't be in such close proximity to its core.
Agreed.
Not bad. It's switching up its attacks. Good strike. React to its attacks accordingly.
Prepare for a barrage.
It's charging. So much energy.
Ready your defenses, World Guardian.
Go.
That must have caused some damage.
Well, shit.
The Glacites are defending their master.
The shield is falling. Attack.
There we go. Oh wow, look at that. I just got I killed the Archglacior. First kill, 1.15 mil. So I just got a little over a mil for 1 kill. That's fucking crazy.
From above.
Nope, damn it. Nope. Go that way.
Its icy core will destroy you. Get away from it, now. Okay, here come the different attack styles. Prepare for a barrage.
Oh, he's about to hit me with the fucking...
It's charging.
Yeah, there we go.
So
Okay.
much
You
energy.
got it. I'm good. I'm good.
Glacites pouring through the portal. That's the last of them. A powerful blow. Well, that'll do.
React to its attacks accordingly.
A powerful blow. Ready your defenses, World Guardian.
These glacites protect their master to the death. That's the last one. Attack the Archglacior.
There we go, another kill down.
I knew you could do it, World Guardian.
There's a good 357 grand. $19,785. Okay.
Prepare for a barrage. Life force to protect the Arch. Its vulnerability is over. Attack! Fortify yourself.
Can't dodge that.
Run, World Guardian.
Why does my guy always do that? He always ends up running back over there when he shouldn't be. Fucking duh, dude. I hit the...
It's charging. So much energy. Not bad. It draws power from the smaller ones. The shield is falling. Attack!
Grows colder yet.
I hit the button, bro. Come on.
React to its attacks accordingly.
Those waves are slow. You can avoid them.
There we go. It took forever for him to spawn
React to
again
its
that
attacks
time.
accordingly.
That was weird.
Good strike. It's charging. So much energy. The best approach is often the simplest. It draws power from the smaller ones.
Fuck that one up a little bit. Oops.
The air grows colder yet.
Here comes a different attack style. That certainly hurt it.
Run, World Guardian!
Fucking spawned it like right on top of me, dude. What the hell?
Ready your defenses.
Can't dodge that.
Yeah, I've gotten like 2.1 mil so far already from killing him.
Nice.
Yeah. Not too shabby.
It's that giant beam.
Brace yourself. That certainly hurt it. A flurry of attacks incoming. Different attack style. Its invulnerability is over. Attack.
go.
Run, World Guardian.
Yep, I'm taking damage this time. Fuck. Get out of there. There we go, that's better.
Steel yourself.
Fuck. Pop it. Okay, we're good. All good.
React to its attacks accordingly.
Prepare for a barrage. That's the last hope. The World Guardian prevails.
There we go. Another quarter mil. I think I'll take a break from him for a minute. I do still fucking I still really need to get my archaeology skill leveled up some. Because in order to do the next quest in the necromancy line, which is called Tomes of the Warlord, in order to do that quest, I gotta have 74 archaeology. Fuck. Oh, pardon me. So there is one more, there's actually 2 other quests you're gonna want to do after the necromancy one. So if you go to your quest tab, you can filter it, instead of having it as alphabetical, you can set it up so that it will show the list by series. And then if you scroll all the way towards the bottom, you'll see the series called The First Necromancer. There's a quest called, I think it's called Rune Mythos, that you're going to want to do, because that will give you the ability to craft the necromancy runes. And you need the necromancy runes to be able to use, like, your defensive incantations and stuff. So you'll want to do Rune Mythos, and then the other quest you're gonna want to do once you hit level 10 in Necro is called Keely's Row, and you have to do that quest. Keely is he's the smith, like the blacksmith for the city of and you do that quest so that you unlock the ability to be able to upgrade your gear. Because every 10 levels, you'll go and you'll talk with Keely, and he'll give you a list of stuff you have to do. And then you go, you'll turn the list back into him with all the stuff. And then you get the materials that you need to be able to craft and upgrade the gear, which you do through rituals, because you have to get like the ensouled bars for like the furnace, like smelting and smithing and stuff, and then you'll have to break down different pieces of gear to get the type of cloth that you need. And all of that gets done through the rituals. That's why I was saying that, like, a lot of what you're gonna be doing is rituals, because you have to do rituals to get the impure essence that you need to make the runes. You have to do rituals to increase the amount of souls to unlock different tiers of abilities. And you have to do the rituals to break down the things, like to break down the items and get the materials that you need to upgrade your gear. Being that you're towards the beginning, that's why I gave you like 50 mil, because that 50 mil should be able to help you get through the first like 4 or 5 upgrades. So with that 50 mil, you should be able to get through up until like level 50-ish with the upgrades. Once you start having to do the subjugation gear pieces, that's when it's gonna start getting more pricey. Because subjugation is a type of magic armor, and those pieces of gear are like 5 mil each. Like, it's subjugation gear is expensive, but I can help you do that. Like, I can help you get the gear that you need for that too, when it gets to be that time.
Okay, we have a short problem though.
What?
I can't do the Smith quest or whatever you're saying because it's a members only.
Which quest says members only?
Or I have to go introduce myself to the Smith guy? Yeah, it says members only.
What? Hang on. Why? Okay, well, if that's the case, then we might have to work on... So you do got the original, like, the base set of gear, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
almost
you
got
have
up
the
to
Death so you have the Death Warden gear set.
Yeah, I got the skull lantern and then the death board thing.
Skull Lantern and the Death Guard. Okay, so you don't have the armor, though.
No, I never got the armor.
Okay, so... fuck.
I
So
mean,
then what we're gonna do, I didn't think that you would need to have membership for that. That's so weird. So what we're gonna do then is, for now, I would still try and get your necromancy level up a little bit.
I'm already at level 11.
Okay, now that you're level 11, we can go ahead and set that aside. Just try and do your best with getting your magic and defense level higher. So, like, the way that I would suggest doing it is gonna be, like, if you go into your settings and you're under gameplay, if you go in under combat and action bar, if you go under combat XP, you can go to the range setting and turn off the defense XP, so that when you're killing enemies, you're just getting magic experience. So you're gonna want to get your magic level higher so that you can equip better weapons, do more damage, so that you can kill stronger enemies to get like higher XP rates. Once you can get your magic from like 21 up till like 50, once you can get your magic up to like 50, then I would say switch it and go back into the settings and switch it from giving you only magic experience to giving you only defense experience. And so we'll get you to level 50 magic, and then you'll use the weapons at level 50 magic because they'll do more damage, so that you can kill stuff faster, and it'll just make it easier to get to level 50 defense. And we'll try and just get your magic and your defense high enough so that we can start doing like the Archglacior and stuff like that. And yeah, pretty much like we'll just try and get you to a decent combat level. Once we get you to a decent combat level, we can start doing some bossing or whatever, you know, and we can try and get some money built up, you know, and we'll get enough money built up so that you can get like 2 bonds, And then after you do the 2 bond, like after we get you the 2 bonds, you can use that month to get your necromancy level up. That way doing bossing will be easier, and then you'll make enough money from bossing with your necro gear to be able to keep getting the bonds.
Okay.
So yeah, so for right now, go ahead and just set the necro aside. And for right now, just work on trying to get your magic level up to... Well, hang on a second, let me... Okay, weapons. What do you get at level 50? Okay, you can use the Mystic Wand and the Mystic Orb at level 50, and it doesn't require membership. So that's a free-to-play weapon that you can use at tier 50. And that's the last... Yeah, that's pretty much the last one you'll be able to do. I mean, you can get the Gravite Wand and Orb at level 55 without needing membership, but you also need level 45 Dungeoneering for that. So I would say we'll get you to level 50, we'll get you the Mystic Wand and Orb. Once we get you to level 50 defense, then you'll be able to wear Mystic Armor. Actually, I might try and help you get the Battle Armor at level 50. Because the Mystic Armor gives you a 1% damage reduction with 195 armor, but the Battle Armor gives you 195 armor, but instead of a 1% damage reduction, you get a magic damage bonus of 18. And that will be the last set of gear that you'll be able to get as a free-to-play player. Yeah, so we'll get you to 50 magic, we'll get you the stronger weapons, and then we'll get you to 50 defense, and we'll get you some stronger armor. And then we'll look into seeing what we can do about getting you on some bossing runs with me. Even if we just do the Archglacior, and even if, you know, maybe for the first little bit, you don't really do a whole bunch of don't really do a whole bunch, you know, but as long as you hit the enemy before I kill him, then I do believe you'll still get the experience and you'll still get a loot drop. So once we can get you to like the bare minimum, then we can set a day aside where we can go in for however many hours. And like we can just go in and find the easiest boss for you to do to get the most amount of money. And we'll just go kill that boss like a shitload of times. And we'll just try and get you as much money as we can. I mean, the best way to do it would probably be... honestly, the best way to do it to get you money is gonna be... runesmithing and smelting at level 50. Okay, so the fastest way to get you money is probably gonna be rune smithing. Okay, because the reason why I say that is because for one rune bar, is 6,700. So we'll say one rune bar is like 7k for one rune bar. Rune dart tips, you get 50 of them per bar. You can sell the dart tips for 32,000 gold per bar. One bar for 7k makes 50 dart tips that you can sell for 32k. So, and you can do that AFK, where like you can go to like Falador, where they have like the artisan's workshop, and you can go in and fill your entire inventory with unfinished rune dart tips, and then you can click on it and just kind of let it go by itself. Whoops. Yeah, and you can let it go by itself. It'll take you about 10 to 12 minutes to do an inventory. But you figure it like this way, you're getting... Each inventory slot is a bar. So each inventory slot, so we'll do it like this. What did I say it was? 34k? We'll say
32.
We'll say, yeah, 32k. Minus the 7k is 25,000. So you're getting 25k profit per inventory slot. You get 28 inventory slots. So 25,000 times 28. So for every inventory you do, you're making like 700,000 profit. And like I said, that's a super AFK thing. So like if you're just kind of hanging out at the house with Jess and the kids or whatever, like you could always pull the game up on your phone or pull the game up on your ally, you know, and you can set it up so that it'll fill your whole inventory and then just kind of put your phone to the side. You know, and you could just kind of click on it once every 5 minutes, you know, just make sure it doesn't log you out. And you can just AFK the shit out of some rune dart tips, and you'd be able to make it, like... You'd be able to get through it pretty quickly. So let's say that's 700k. Even if you were only able to do... Let's say you were only able to do, like, 20 inventories full in a day. Because, like, you don't want to play the game all day. So let's say you did, like, 20 inventories a day. That's 14 mil a day. And the only thing that's required to do the dart tips is the tourist trap quest. Which, the tourist trap quest, it is a members only quest. But if you download RuneScape on your phone, you can open the game on your phone and you can go into the shop and you can buy a day of membership for $1.
$1.
Yep, $1 for 1 day. You spend $1 one time for that 1 day of membership. You do that quest so that you have the ability to make the rune dart tips. And even if you lose your membership and you're a free-to-play player again, you can still make the dart tips. Because the quest unlock, like the quest is membership required, but making the tips themselves isn't required for member. Like it doesn't have membership requirements.
Nice.
Yeah, so like let's say you did it like that, you got like 14 mil in a day, and you did that every day for 2 weeks. Even if you only did 20 inventories, that's like 200 mil over a 2 week time. And like I said, it's so AFK that you can literally just fill an inventory, click on it when it gets halfway through so it don't log you out. When it finishes the inventory, you just, you know, go through and set up another inventory and just kind of let it go. And then they also have this thing in RuneScape. It's called the Power Burst of Master Stroke, I believe is what it's called. And it's a smithing potion that you can get. Yeah, Power Burst of Master Stroke. Now listen to this. This will also make it so much faster for you to be able to get through those smithing things. So you can sip this potion once every 2 minutes. When you sip the potion, for the next 4 swings of your hammer while smithing, your smithing progress is multiplied by 10. So you drink this potion, it lasts for 30 seconds. Over the course of your next 4 swings, it counts as 40 swings. So if you have the rune dark tips going and you use one of these power bursts, I have discovered if you use the potion right at the beginning of like you starting to do a tip, you can do 2 whole bars with those 4 swings. So you can set it up so you have like 8, because if you do 20 bars, it'll spit out 1,000 dark tips exactly. So you can set it up so you have like 8 of these Power Burst of Master Stroke potions, and then 20 slots for your for your rune dark tips that you're doing. And then that way you can go through and you can use it, and each potion you can use 4 times. So if you set it up that way where you use 8 potions and then 20 slots for dark tips, 1 4-dose potion will last through the entire thing. And it will essentially, it will almost cut your time completely in half for how long it takes. And like I said, you get 4 drinks per potion, and as crazy good as these potions are, they're only like 1,700 gold per potion. I've got like 88 of these potions right now, and I could probably make millions and millions of dollars of gold worth of dark tips just with these 88 potions. And for these 88 potions, it's only like 152k.
Nice.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so you think about it like this. If I look it up like this, 1 dark tip is 681, right? So 681 times 1,000 dark tips. So an inventory of them is 681,000 for 1,000 of them. And you're making those, if you use the potions, you're doing, it'll be like 10 to 12 minutes with the potions to do an inventory. So even if you can only do 4 inventories worth in an hour with those potions, that still is like 2.7 mil an hour that you're doing. So like even if you just did it like that and you only did like an hour a day with those potions, and you did 1 hour a day for 14 days with these potions, that takes your profit, because remember we did the math with my calculator a little bit ago, and it said that you get like 14 mil over the course of those 2 weeks. If you use this potion and you do it the way that I was saying to do it, over the course of that 2 weeks, even just 1 hour a day, every day for those 2 weeks, is like 38 million gold.
And how much are the bonds?
Bonds are expensive. The bonds, they just keep going up in price. Bond. Yeah, bonds right now are like 137 mil. But again,
Damn.
that's only if you did 1 hour a day. So let's say 681 grand for an inventory. Let's say instead of 1 hour, let's say you did 3 hours a day. Pretty AFK, because even with the potion, you still only have to click once every 2 minutes when the potion is able to be used again. So let's say you do 3 hours a day. That's what, 12 inventories? 4 inventories an hour, 3 hours is 12. That's 8,172,000. Okay. If we take that 8,172,000 and multiply it by 14, if you do 3 hours a day every day, it's 114.4 million gold every 2 weeks. Which, it doesn't seem like that much, but considering that it's only 3 hours a day, and considering that it literally is as easy as, like, you have to click on your screen twice, like every 2 minutes, you know, you only have to refill the inventory with unfinished dart tips once every like 10 to 12 minutes. You know, it's like super fucking AFK. And then once you get into the Elder Rune is even more. Because you can do like Elder Rune plate legs. You can do, if you take the Elder Rune plate legs and you upgrade them to +4, you can make Elder Rune plate legs and upgrade 5 of them to +4 in an hour with these potions. Each one of them sells for 1.6 million each. So 1.6 million each times 5 is 8 million an hour. Which is... I don't necessarily like doing the Elder Rune way, because yeah, it's 8 million an hour, so it's like right around the same amount as the rune dart tips are. But at the same time, the rune dart tips, you will finish each dart tip before the heat gets low, because once the heat gets low enough, you know, it'll cool down and you won't, like, the hammer swings won't count as much. So if you do the Elder Rune plate legs, you'll have to click on the forge and click on the anvil, so it's more click intensive. Whereas with the rune dart tips, you can do the rune dart tips in the sense where even when the potions are on cooldown during those 2 minutes, you will always finish the rune dart tip before you, like, before it cools down. So you'll never have to worry about clicking on the forge to reheat anything, nothing like that. It pretty much does it automatically. And yeah, it's pretty cool, but Elder Rune is actually members, I think. So the rune dart tip is probably one of the best ways for free-to-play players to make profit. I mean, obviously, once you get to a high enough level, like, there are certain bosses that you can do as a free-to-play player that would probably give you better profit than that, but if you get to that high of a level to be able to do those bosses, then, like, you wouldn't really be hard up for money by that point anyways, you know, so. Oh man, you better give me enough XP here.
Right.
I just need this one level with fletching. Because once I hit 77 fletching, I can use the fletching potion to boost my skill temporarily to level 80. And then while it's level 80, I can make that magic log box. Construction is a really good way to make money too. Like, once you become a member, construction is pretty good money too. Like, I was making, I was making refined magic planks into magic frames. And I was making like between 10 to 15 mil an hour doing it like that. Which is like crazy money. Okay, what I'm here. Go ahead and do this. Wow. Mimic hill token. Okay, where is... There's that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there's level 80. Magic wood box, thank you. Sweet. And I just need to see how much money do I get, or how much XP do I get per magic log. Jeez, man, it's taken forever to cut down this. Dude, can you, like, give me a fucking log, please? There we go, Jesus. So I'm getting 438 XP per log. I mean, that's great experience, man, but I don't think I'm getting these logs fast enough. How much is it for Santa's fire torch? 308 mil? Jesus fucking Christ. No, thank you. Yeah, elder logs are 10k each. Jesus Christ, dude. But wait, that was the... Okay. So in order to get the Imcando axe, I need to, or the hatchet, I need to upgrade my Grove cabin in Fort Ferentry to level 3. And then after I do that, I'll have the ability for it to drop me special bird's nests, like a new kind of bird's nest. And when I get those special bird's nests, there's a chance that it will drop pieces for this. Okay, I need 48 mahogany frames. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, bro. My life hates me. Okay, 48 frames, it's 12 logs per frame. So I need 576 logs. I don't think I have any of those fucking quests done that it just said something about, man. Yeah, cabin fever isn't fucking done yet. Legends quest still ain't done yet. Oh man, I really hope these aren't gonna fucking cost an arm and a leg.
Knowing your luck, they probably will.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad, I guess. It was only like 600k.
Well, that's pretty cool. Apparently, you can trade bonds to people.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Now I've got to turn these logs into planks, and then turn the planks into refined planks, and then turn the refined planks into frames. Pretty much all construction is pretty much profitable. Just sucks that construction is a member's skill. But so like, for example, these mahogany logs, one log equals one plank. One log is 407 gold, whereas the plank it turns into is 1278 gold. So an inventory of mahogany logs is 11,396, and an inventory of the planks after you run them through the sawmill is 35.7k. So I mean, even just turning the logs into the planks, I still just made like 24k profit in like 30 seconds. And the more you do, like, the better the profit is. So like, I got decent profit right now turning these into planks. And then turning the planks into the refined planks will give you more profit. And then turning the refined planks into the frames will give you even more profit. But the frames take longer to make. It takes 12 logs going through the process of turning the log into the plank into the refined plank, and then the refined plank into the frame. Every frame you build will take 12 logs to make. So I literally saw that in order to do this upgrade, I needed 48 mahogany frames. So I just did 48 mahogany frames times 12 logs per frame, 576 logs. That's what I like about computers, because it's so easy for me to just click the button and pull up my calculator and figure out whatever in the hell it is that I need to figure out. It's always nice. But alright, I'm gonna start this next inventory. I'm gonna go pee real quick, and I think I'm actually gonna catch a quick smoke. Been live for 2.5 hours without one, so I feel like I can use a smoke break. So I'll be right back. Like I said, just try and do what you can to focus your magic. Once you get magic to level 50, make sure you let me know, so I can help you with getting your weapon and stuff. And then, you know, we'll switch you and get you going on some defense after that. But yeah, just try and hard focus magic right now. The best way to do it is going to be, okay, let me open my map and see if I'm if I'm thinking about the right spot here. Yeah, okay, so if you open up your map and you go down to Lumbridge, you'll see a little bit southwest of Lumbridge, underneath where it says Lumbridge Swamp, you see this little circle with a black ring around it. Right underneath the little money bank. This little circle is an area called Shattered Worlds. It's a mini game. You go in, you start at World 1, and like you kill enemies, you do the quick objective, you move on to the next world. Shattered Worlds is one of the best ways to make to get XP at lower levels without having to spend any money, because like you can go there and you can have it set up so that it will give you gear to wear while you're in there, and you can have it set up so that it'll give you food to eat for while you're in there. So you literally could go there with no armor, no weapon, nothing in your inventory, and while you're doing the Shattered Worlds, they will give you weapon, gear, and food. And I think it's more fun than just kind of sitting in one spot, killing the same one enemy over and over. You know what I mean? It's kind of like in Diablo 3, how like you would go into a rift, you would run around and do whatever objective it was, whether it was, you know, to kill all the enemies and go to the next portal, or you kill a certain amount of enemies to spawn the boss, and then you kill the boss and go to the next portal. And every 10 worlds that you beat will be a checkpoint. So that, like, if you made it to world 10 and then you like left and did something else, when you came back, you could either start again from level 1, or you can start from level 10 where you you know, where like you stopped off at the checkpoint. And it's a good way to get good XP. And it's not quite as boring as just sitting in one spot farming the same enemy over and over, you know, it's a little more fun. But
Wasn't there at one point a place where you can, for a magic use, you can go farm a demon that was locked behind a gate or something?
oh yeah, you're talking about an old school RuneScape. There was a spot that had there was a spot, I think it was in the Wizard's Tower. There was a spot where you could go in and there was a greater demon that was locked inside of a cage, and you could go in there with magic or range and you could do damage to him through the cage. And back then, you know, with RuneScape, old school RuneScape, back then it was a thing where you got XP every time you did damage rather than every time you got a kill. And because the guy had so much HP and would regenerate his health and shit so fast, people would go there with like weak level spells and will just sit there and shoot spell after spell after spell, because every time they did damage it would give them XP, so they could just kind of AFK, you know, farm small amounts of damage off of this guy. But they changed it now, where now when you go to fight a monster, instead of getting XP every time you do damage, you get XP after every kill, and the amount of XP you get after every kill is determined by the amount of health. So like, I could fight a level 53 monster with 2,000 health, and I'll get XP for it, but then I can go and fight another level 53 monster with 4,000 health. And even though they're the same level monster, the one with more health will give you more XP. So ever since they've done that, people have always ran around and tried to find like the lowest level monster that they could find with the highest amount of health, because you could kill the monster super fast being such a low level, but because it has a higher health amount, you would get more XP than what you would killing a different monster the same level with a regular amount of health. But that's why I was saying, like, Shattered Worlds is probably the best for you to do right now. And like I said, it's not so mind-numbingly boring. And then once we get you up to like level 50, level 60, I'm gonna try and see if we can't get you into the Abyss. Getting into the Abyss, the enemies there are automatically aggressive towards you. It doesn't matter how strong you are. I'm level 134, and if I was to step into the Abyss right now, all the enemies aggro right to you. There's two different spots where you can sit and get the best XP. and the enemies will just they'll stay aggressive towards you for the first like 6 to 8 minutes you're there, and then you just run to the end of the hallway and then run back, you know, to the spot that you were at to reset the enemies. And the Abyss is where a lot of people will train their XP. I look at it as like, if you like to just sit in one spot and just kind of let the game AFK farm for you, and you like to just kind of sit there bored, then once you hit a high enough level, the Abyss is the best way to do it. But if you're somebody like me, and you actually like to play the game that you're playing, Shattered Worlds is probably the best way to do it. Because it's pretty click intensive. Every world you get into will have a good amount of enemies. Every time you get to the next numbered world, like the higher number you go, the higher level the enemies are, the more health they have, the more XP you get, you know, and stuff like that. And I don't know, I think Shattered Worlds is a good way to get XP for combat, and it's fun. It's a lot more fun than just standing around killing goblins, you know, or whatever. You actually get to do stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick and catch a smoke, and I'll be right back. Still there, Levi? Oh, you're muted and deafened. Well, shit. That's another skill I need to work on, man. I need to work on my hunter. Get that up a little bit.
You back yet, bro?
Yep.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I was deaf and Mom called me.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I got back
Well,
a minute or two ago.
I got some news.
What's that?
It might not be the greatest news to hear, but me and Jesse are gonna have to go stay with Mom for a little bit so I can get back on my feet.
What?
And that starts tomorrow.
Do you guys not get enough from Jess's check to pay the bills?
Not for rent, no. And with me losing the job for taking care of Dad, and then me getting that one job, and then me losing that job, we got behind on rent. And we're facing, eviction. So I talked to Mom about it, and Mom, just stop, Sophia. So I talked to Mom about it and everything, and at first she was like apprehensive about us, moving in there because it's gonna be me, Jesse, and the kids with our 2 animals. But then she's like, well, you, Jesse, and the kids can, if you guys do end up coming to live with us, you guys can help around the house. And she looked at me and said, you can get a job because our little brother. Mom's struggling right now with her stuff because Aaron's still refusing to find a fucking job.
Right. Well, I was gonna say, doesn't Jess get like $800 or $900 a month for her disability though? I mean, even Dad,
yes.
like he only gets Social Security, and he gets like $900 a month.
No, he gets a lot more than that.
No, like father.
Oh, but yeah, Jesse gets about that much. Yeah, but with the stuff that she's renting from Arona, kind of chunks that down a little bit. And then with me having the job and us not having food stamps, I was covering the rent, and she was getting food and stuff at the beginning of the month, and I'd back you in the middle of the month. Kind of like how we had it when me and her were living on Morton Street, above Mima. But with Dad going permanent into a nursing home, Mom lost all of Dad's money that was used to pay the rent and help pay the bills and stuff.
Oh,
and with
yeah.
with Aaron refusing to find a job, it's just Mom decided to be the best. Because then when Mom is planning on moving to Warren to be closer to Dad when he gets transferred to Warren Manor.
Yeah.
And once that happens, she's gonna move to Warren. But with me and Jesse moving in, she's gonna talk to her landlord about me and Jesse just taking over that house. And by that time, I'll have another job. Me and Jesse will be more financially up on our feet to be able to afford the place.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what all are you guys renting from Arona?
Well, she's renting her TV, her PlayStation, and my outlet. And she's also renting a bed set.
Okay. Well, how much is
So
your
that
guys' rent?
it went up from 575 when we first moved in to 600 last year, like at the beginning of 2023, which was still manageable. Now it jumped up to 675 this year because apparently, like, we got papers stating that like it's not it's not like they're trying to keep it the lowest rent they can to make a profit off of, basically.
Right. Well, you guys get
But
get food stamps for the kids and
No.
shit, though, right?
Nope.
Why?
The last time Dad came home from the hospital, I was in talks with my welfare worker because when he was in the hospital the last time, I was gonna get put on like cash assistance for help with food stamps. But once Dad came home, I let my welfare worker know, and because I have to, and because I was earning so much from taking care of Dad, that they cut me off of everything. So I'm gonna have to go reapply for all that stuff.
That's your issue right there. You shouldn't be applying for those things. You and Jess are not married. Jessica should be the one applying for those things. Because with you guys not being married, like, your income shouldn't... It shouldn't. The reason why it does is because you're the one doing it. Is what I'm saying is, with you guys not being married, the way that welfare and the way that the government is going to look at the kids is that the kids are Jess's responsibility.
The thing
If
is,
Jess has issues and Jess is on disability, Jess should be able to get food stamps for those kids.
thing is, when this is how I know it's not going to work like how you think it is, because when me and Jesse lived together on Colfax before we moved to Morton, and we just had Isaac, and I was working at Bush, Jesse was getting about 192 in food stamps. But once I started getting money in, and since me and Jess live together and we have a kid in common, they cut her down from 192 to $14 a month in food stamps.
See
so
that?
Because me and her live together and we have kids in common, they cut her shit down.
No. Okay, so the reason why they cut her shit down is because you guys said that you live together. And so here's the thing with welfare. Until you guys get married, you should be filing, like, you should be applying for those things separated. Like, Jess has the kids and you rent a room type thing. But because of the fact that when you guys had Isaac, you guys put it in there that, like, you live together, you guys are a couple, that's the only reason. Having kids in common doesn't mean shit. The only reason why they cut you off when you got the job for Dad or whatever is because you guys told welfare that you live together as a couple. If you guys could have very easily just told welfare, like, yeah, Jess has kids, yeah, you're the dad, but you guys could have very easily just told Jess for financial purposes, instead of living separated, you rent a room from her, then your income wouldn't have anything to do with it. The only reason why your income caused you guys to get cut off is because you guys told welfare that even though you weren't married, you lived together. That's why you got cut off. And a thing with welfare is like this, okay? Until you guys are married, you should always apply separated. You should always apply as, like, because you guys aren't married and she's the mother of the kids, like, they're her kids, it's her house, and you guys aren't married, so you rent a room from her. that would mean that her disability income and your job income would be two separate things. That's what the issue is, that you guys applied together as living together. But if Jess would have went up there, like if Jess would have had mom like bring her up there, and Jess and mom would have went up there as like Jess, a single mom with the kids, and somebody renting a room from her, she would have gotten $200 a month in food stamps for Isaac, for Sophie, and for her, because she's on disability and can't work. If you guys would have applied as like you renting a room from her because you're not married, you guys would have been getting like $600 a month in food stamps this whole time. And your income wouldn't be, wouldn't have had anything to do with any of that. So that's the only reason why you got cut off. In all reality, mom should have known better. Like as well known as mom, like as much as mom knows about like the government and welfare and this and that, mom should have known. Like me and Kelly, like even when we were up in New York and whatnot, like we aren't married. We told welfare like we might be dating, but just because we're dating doesn't mean that there's like assumed roles of husband and wife. Like we were dating, yeah, but I was renting a room from her. Like she had the house with the kids and I rented a room. That's the way that it should have been done. Like the way that you guys were doing it, the rent should have been in Jess's name. The gas and electric and water and everything should have been in Jess's name. All of it should have been in Jess's name.
All utilities were included in our rent.
Oh, well, then yeah. So the rental agreement should be in Jess's name. And until you guys get married, you should be applying as like her as a single mom with the kids and you renting a room from her. Because you guys aren't married, so you don't, there's no legal ties tying your guys' income together until you get married.
See, I didn't know that. See, when they said list everyone in the household when I was applying, I did, and anyone in the household get income, and I had to put down Jessica's income for that, because she gets disability, and we live in the same household. Just like when me and Jesse move in with mom, we're gonna have to put down mom gets income, but we're gonna apply that we rent 2 rooms.
Yeah, when you go to move in with mom, you need to have mom help you with that welfare thing. Cause I'm telling you, dude, the fact that you guys both have 2 kids that aren't even teenagers yet, and the fact that she gets disability and can't work, and you guys aren't married, and you're not getting food stamps for them, that is insane. Like, cause yeah, they'll have, like, when you go to apply, so like, if you were to go and apply, and they were like, oh, list everybody in the house, you list everybody in the house, if they're like, oh, list all income, you would still list Jess's income for disability, but you would put in there that you guys live separately in the same house. So like, you guys aren't paying all of the bills together. She pays half of stuff and you pay half of stuff. So it's like it's her house because she has the kids and you're just renting a room. So you would still put down her income, but her income still wouldn't have anything to do with your income, because you guys would, you would put down that you're separated, like you're not together, you know what I mean?
Right, and it was weird for the longest time, like throughout the whole pandemic and everything. Like I had a one caseworker that was, I don't know if he was doing the job right or something weird, but like I put down that me and Jessica lived together. I put down that obviously she has kids in common. And I put down that her income. My worker never added Jessica to either my cash assistance case or my food stamp case at all. It took like 3 years to finally get her added because I had finally got another fucking worker to get her added to my food stamp case. Yes, we got a little bit of a bump in it. It wasn't much, but it was still a little bit more than what I was getting before. So I don't know if my caseworker back then was doing his job correctly or not, because Jessica should have been added.
Yeah, probably not.
From the beginning. But now that I got this new worker now that I had this new worker and everything before I ended up getting cut off of everything for working for Dad, like she was like, and I even explained to her the whole situation. I'm like, yeah, this is weird. Like for like 3 years I didn't have her added to my food stamp case. She's like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, my old caseworker never added her. Like I even told him, like, we lived together, we had kids in common, all that stuff, and she's like, she should have been added. Like see, when I go on cash assistance, her Social Security income doesn't count towards my cash assistance because they can't add her because she gets Social Security. They can't add her to my cash, but they can add her to my food stamps. But for like 3 years, me and Jess were only getting food stamps for me and 2 kids.
Yeah, see, that's nuts. So the way that you want to do it is like this, right? If you are not working, like if you don't have a job, she should be applying like you're not even there. Everything should be it. So like when you guys go to move in with mom. When you guys get back on your feet and you go to move into a place, everything needs to be in Jess's name. If you guys get into a place before you get married, everything needs to be in Jess's name. When you go to apply to get the help, like food stamps or whatever, if you're not working, you shouldn't even be on the application. Because they're gonna look at that, and because if you are there and you aren't required to have disability, if you guys try to do that stuff together, there's a chance that they could try to force you to look for a job and this and that. So if you guys aren't married and you're not legally tied to each other, having kids together doesn't legally tie your income to hers. Just because you have kids together doesn't mean shit. So if you don't have a job when you guys go to reapply again, she needs to apply like you're not even there. If you do have a job, when she goes to reapply, you need to tell them you guys are separated, you split up, but you decided for the kids it would be best to live under the same roof, so you are renting a room from her. And then neither one of your incomes will have anything to do with the other person's income. The only time that you guys should be tying your stuff together like that is after you're married.
See, and I thank you for all this advice, honestly, because I didn't know any of this. Like I was following it to the T, to the letter, in the application, like I thought I was supposed to. I didn't know all these little nifty trips and ticks. Tips and tricks.
Because like for example, like if you guys move into mom's and like you guys are able to figure something out and like stuff gets finished getting paid off, and like you're able, like, and Jess's check is able to get moved into a place, if you're not working, mom needs to take Jess up there and they need to tell Jess that you separated and you decided to stay with mom.
Well, the thing is, like I told you at the very beginning of this, the plan is, mom is going to talk to her landlord after me and Jesse move in.
You gotta stop talking so quiet.
Oh, sorry, I'm far away from my mic, sorry.
Okay.
But the plan is, like, me and mom and Jess have discussed this. when me and Jesse move in, she's gonna talk to her landlord, let her landlord know, hey, I'm going to, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I'm going to end up moving down to Warren.
Yeah,
To be
that's fine.
closer
Like
to my husband.
I
And
get
then-
her plan to move to Warren, but even if that is the case,
And then she's gonna talk to her landlord about me and Jesse just when she moves out, just taking over the place instead of them trying to find someone new and all this other stuff to go in.
well then when she goes to do that, she needs to not mention you. When she goes to talk to the landlord about, you know, if she ends up moving, it needs to be a thing where she talks about Jess and the kids taking over the place. You know what I mean? Like, because obviously they don't care who does or doesn't stay there, because I lived with Mom for over a half a year, and they didn't even care.
Right.
So, she needs to say that it's Jess and the kids. And then, when Jess goes to reapply for stuff, she needs to say that it's her and the kids. Because you guys aren't married, this is a loophole in all of that. This is not fraud. Because you are not legally required to live together and to pool your money together. If you guys are not married, you can be dating, you can live under the same house, you can even be dating, live under the same house, and have kids together. But that doesn't legally require you guys to pool your money together to pay the bills as one single entity. You can still have kids together, be dating, live under the same roof, and if you're not married, you could just be renting a room.
Right.
And that's pretty much how it, like, that's pretty much how it needs to be. Like, you need to just tell them you're renting a room. Okay, tier
I get it.
3
I get it.
growth cabin. Yeah, but yeah, that's one way to get around it. After you guys get married, obviously that's a different story, because once you guys are married, you are legally tied to each other. There's so many people that have this confusion where they think that having kids ties them to each other. No. If you and a woman have kids, you are legally tied to those kids. That woman is legally tied to those kids. But other than the possibility of child support, the two of you are not legally required. Like, you're not legally tied to each other like that. The only way that happens where it's legal, like, and you guys are legally tied together, is after you get married. Which even then, you can still, like, even with filing taxes, you can still file that, like, you're married but separated.
Alright, so you know a lot about this stuff. You obviously know some stuff about Social Security as well. When me and Jesse get married and I have a job, will it affect her Social Security at all? Because her family has drilled it into her head that it'll cut her a lot.
It depends. If you guys are married and you are working and she gets disability, if you're working and you have a taxed paycheck, it will cut into her check. But it's not going to take it away. She gets that check because she is disabled and cannot work. If you are working, they might be able to cut some of the check out and say, oh, well, you guys are married, so, you know, you don't need as much of the disability help because you have the extra income. But they're not just gonna take her whole check away. They can only take up to a certain percentage, and it's also based on how much money you make. Because if you make a job and if you get a job and you're only making 35 grand a year, they're not going to take anywhere near as much from her as they would if you got a job making 75 grand a year. You know, so it
Right.
depends on what you do. It depends on how much you get paid. But even if you do get a good paying job, the disability is for her because she cannot work. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you make. Because of the fact that she can't work because of her disability, it will always be looked at in the eyes of the government as you guys are losing out on income because of her inability to be able to work because of her being disabled. So if she has disability, it doesn't matter if you have a job. She will always at least get some of that check. They will never be able to just completely take her check away. They can cut into it, but they can't just take her check. And at the end of the day, if you're working a job and you're making money, it shouldn't really matter if they cut a little bit into her check because you're making up for the extra money anyways. That is the reason why they cut into the check, because of the fact that you're also making money.
Right, and like her family had a. This is why Jesse held off on wanting to get married to me for so long, because her family drilled it into her head that when me and her get married, if I'm working, that they will cut a lot of her check out. And the jobs around here, I ain't gonna be able to make that much for them to even take probably more than a quarter of it away.
You should know better anyways. I mean, for example, when Dad was still at the house with Mom, when Mom first started working at Target, she was making good money, and she was getting good hours, and she was getting pretty decently sized paychecks. Did they take his fucking disability check away? No.
No, cause his disability was a combination of disability and I think SSI.
But regardless, if what Jess's family is saying is true, then when Mom started working at Target and making that money, they would have taken his check away. And they didn't. Because they can't.
I don't even think they touched it, really.
Yeah, they will only touch it if you make over a certain amount annually. That's when they'll start cutting into it. But again, they can only cut into it so much. They can't just take her disability check away just because you have a job. It don't work like that. Because like throughout the years, like Mom worked at that gas station. After Dad had disability, she worked at that Aeromart for a little bit. Mom worked out at Cummins there for a little bit. She got the job at Target. She ran her own fucking business. And they never took his check. That's what I'm saying. So like, that's the easiest way. If Jess is worried about it, that's the easiest way to explain it to Jess. Is when Mom started working at Target and making all that money, they never took Dad's check away because they can't. And that's
Dad a month was
as simple as you need it. That's as simple as it needs to be.
Right, and if I remember correctly, Dad was getting over like $1,300 a month, and they didn't touch his shit. Jesse's not even getting $1,000 a month.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like they might be able to do certain things. They might be able to cut a little bit into it, but it's not going to
be a sizable noticeable difference.
Yeah, they're not going to take more money out than what you're able to replace and put back in, is what I'm saying. So like, it'll never be a situation where it'll never be a situation where you start working and making money and they cut her check so much that you guys are still struggling so bad. That will never be a situation.
Right. That's peace of mind. That's a little peace of mind for me, and definitely a lot of peace of mind for Jessie when I let her know.
Yeah, because they can't.
Like I said, that's the reason why me and Jessie haven't gotten married. That's why we've been engaged for 10 years, because her family drilled it into her head that if we get married, her check could go bye-bye.
Yeah, no, they can't just take it away like that.
Yeah, that I've been meaning to ask someone knows about this stuff and knows some stuff about like Social Security and like couples getting married and money getting taken away, so that way I can know and I can let Jesse know that like I said, they probably won't take more than a quarter of her check away,
Yeah.
depending on how much I earn.
Yeah. If even that. Like, I don't even think they would take that much.
What they might do is New York State might just take off the extra like $20-$30 that she gets a month from New York State and not from the government.
Yeah, but yeah, so you could just go right ahead and let Jess know, like, that's not something that she has to worry about. They can't just take her money. Well, they can, but like I said, they can only take up to a certain amount. They can't just rip away her whole paycheck. Don't work like that.
Right, and that's good. But me, Jess, and the kids are gonna head over to Mom's and have dinner, and more than likely just spend the night. But I'll bring my stuff over so that way we can still chat and everything with my ally and stuff. Then tomorrow's gonna be fun.
Right. Yeah, so let me know when you end up getting back on RuneScape. Because I got a message back from my clan lieutenant, and he said it is okay for me to send you an invite.
Okay.
So yeah, just whenever you get back on again, let me know, and I can jump on, and I'll send you an invite to the clan. And then after I send you an invite to the clan, I will send you a message on Discord with the link to join the clan server.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to.
Can I?
Yeah, thank you for giving me all this advice and stuff, bro. I should have came to you a lot sooner.
Yeah.
It's honestly just my pride. That's what stopped me.
It's alright, I get it.
Me and you function the same way. We hate to admit when we're down on our luck and everything. Like, we hate to admit it to everybody.
Yeah, there is certain things though that sometimes you just need some help with.
Yep. I cannot wait to go over to Mom's though. She's got an AC downstairs. It's gonna feel so nice to walk into an AC house. I bet you it feels great to, once you're done outside, to walk back into your house with AC.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, Orange, you played a trick on us last night.
Oh yeah?
No, it was Monday night when we fed him. Yeah, listen to this. We had Isaac help us take, because when we feed him, we take his hides out, so he'll actually eat. Other than that, he'll just hide in his hides.
Right.
Something we've always done since we got him. So we had Isaac help. We told him to be very careful. Lift up the hides slowly, so that way we don't spook him or anything if he's underneath.
Right.
He's like, okay. Isaac picks up the big hide that we have for him, puts it on the bed. And Isaac takes out the small hide, puts him on the bed. We lift up the paper towels, we're looking for him. We can't see him. And I know he can't escape that tank because he can't even climb up the side of it.
Right.
and it has locks on it that he's in, the tank that he's in, so he can't escape from it. I'm looking for him. I'm looking for him. I peer over on the bed. He was on the side of his big hide. He crawled out and started like slithering up Jessica's pillow.
Uh, that's funny.
I'm like, really, little? I'm like, really, Orangey? And then his head kind of turned to look at Jessica's TV and he stopped. I don't know why he likes to watch TV. He always, like, whenever me and Jesse hold him, or we have him in front of the TV, that's where his head is pointing at the entire time.
My cats are that way sometimes. They like to watch TV too.
I'm like I said, I've never met a snake that will just chill in your hand and watch TV for. And I held him for like an hour and a half one time,
Right.
and he would just chill watching TV. I think he likes Jesse more than me though,
Could
because
be.
it takes me about a good 10 minutes for me to get him to eat one of his little mice. Jesse, she just puts it in there for him, wiggles it around a little bit, and he'll eat it within 2 minutes. Me, I'll have to sit there and like drag it for him to look at it and all this other stuff. And nope, he'll wait 10 minutes. For her, he'll eat in 2.
Mhm.
I'm like, you're supposed to be my pet, dude. Like, come on.
Right.
But Jessie at first was terrified of snakes until I gave her an ultimatum.
Oh, okay, that's the way to Damon it. Okay.
I brought her down to the pet shop and I pointed at the snakes. I said, either get one of them, and right next to the snakes, they had tarantulas. I pointed to the tarantulas, so I get one of them. She looks at the tarantulas, kind of makes like a little like type of motion and stuff, and she looked at the snakes and said, you can get one of them.
Yeah, as much as I would love one, Kelly would never let me get a tarantula either.
Thing is, tarantulas are like, yes, they're big, they're spiders, they're kind of scary, but like they're big softies. Like they don't bite
Yeah, Kelly don't
unless
care.
you push down on their abdomen.
Kelly's big thing is if it's got 8 legs, she don't want it.
Scorpion.
Yeah. She's definitely got fucking arachnophobia for sure.
It was cool. One day we had our sister's kids here, and I wanted to show them the snake, so I brought it out. Paisley was kind of like a little apprehensive, but she ended up petting him. Aiden, he's like, I'm good just standing over here. I'm not scared of snakes, but I don't want to go near it. I'm like, that's perfectly fine. Becca, on the other hand, she was all for holding him and everything.
Oh, this shit takes forever, man.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the Grove cabin fucking upgraded to tier 3. Wait, why the hell is the oak one worth fucking 860 each? That's crazy.
Do you by chance have Netflix?
Yeah.
There's this one show. It's called The Way of the House Husband. But it's different than what it sounds. I can explain to you like the premise of the show. Imagine a legendary ex-Yakuza gangster member, like top member, becoming a house husband.
Huh.
And the thing is, like the episodes are like those episodes on Netflix are like 15 minutes, but they break it down into like multiple little episodes in each one. In each of the 15 minutes, like there's like maybe sometimes there could be like 5, sometimes there could be 8 episodes per little 15-minute, and some of them are just fucking plain hilarious.
Right.
Like I binge watched the entire thing yesterday in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Well, not that long, but not that fast, but like I binge watched the entire like 2 seasons they had of it. It was just so like it was funny, and it's not like a normal anime that you watch. It's like one of them comic animes that like they'll show little things going on. They'll show like the mouth moving, but it's more like comic style.
Right.
Like I recommend you watch at least one episode because it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I might check it out.
And I stumbled across it by chance. I'm just sitting there trying to find something to watch last night, and I'm like, this looks interesting.
Right.
I read like a little description of it. I'm like, oh, that seems really interesting. Click
Mhm.
play, watch the first little snippet of like the first episode and everything. I'm like, okay, this is something I could see me watching. Next, you know, like when I'm done with this stuff, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I start watching at 10. I'm like, oh my god, I completely lost track of time. And it's funny because each episode in the little 15-minute thing is its own little thing. There are like 2 or 3 episodes that like follow continuity, but that's it. Like there's nothing like major like oh like Dragon Ball for example, how like you got to watch everything to get caught up with it.
Right.
You can randomly just go through and throw one episode on, and it'll be like perfectly fine for you to just like jump through each one.
Oh, nice. It's pretty cool. Finally almost done doing this fucking upgrade, man.
Nice. You know, I decided just out of curiosity to look up what the most expensive thing in RuneScape is. And it's an old school RuneScape. It's called the Third Age. Let me see what it is again. I'm going to have to look it up here.
Is that the tiara?
No, it's the Third Age pickaxe. That thing sells for
Oh.
over 2.1 billion gold on the Grand Exchange.
Oh, that ain't nothing, dude. Where is it? Right here. Hazelmere's Signet Ring in RuneScape 3. 4,754,198,190. So it's 4.75 billion with a B to buy this signet ring. And I don't even know what it does.
Who
If
the
I'm being
fuck would
totally honest.
sell that? That seems like a super rare item. God damn.
Yeah.
I got somebody who just doesn't want to worry about bonds for a while.
Yeah, right.
Shit, that's what I would do. If I get something super rare like that and I know it's really expensive, like that expensive, I'll talk to you and be like, hey, do you want this? If not, then I'm just going to sell it on the Grand Exchange. But that 2.1 was, I was looking at an old school RuneScape wiki. So that's the most expensive thing for old school RuneScape. How long has it been since we actually like sat down this long and talked about RuneScape?
It's been a while.
It has been. Thank you for downloading it to my ally. Now I can actually play it. Honestly, I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to download it. I'm not gonna lie.
No problem. Oh yeah, it was pretty easy. You just look up Jagex, you know, and then you go to the website. It gives you the option to download it, and then it'll download Jagex, and inside of the Jagex like downloader, you can download RuneScape 3 and old school RuneScape. So like you can use both of them with the same account.
Bro, you wanna know something I figured out that's kind of nuts?
What's that?
My ally can get Warzone on the big map in Modern Warfare 3. Honestly, with like frame generation and for FSR3 and the fluid motion frames I can enable in my adrenaline settings, I can get on my ally Warzone in Modern Warfare 3 to run at like 250, like between 130 and I've seen it get up to 300 FPS.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the graphics are set to lowest at 720p. And I got like FSR3 turned on with frame gen. But like in the latency, like I have a little monitor thing through the adrenaline software so I can actually see what the FPS is with the fluid motion frames on. It'll show me like my frame time and stuff, and it's like it doesn't get higher than like 6 milliseconds. So it's like zero latency. For frame time. I'm like, oh shit. That's nice. And my ally can stream games and play them natively. I don't have to have it hooked up to my desktop.
Right. Well, that's cool.
I didn't know it could do that until I tried it one day.
Right.
I'm like, I'm just going to try this because currently I don't have a monitor for my desktop. So I'm just sitting there bored one day. I'm like, I'm going to try this. I went to the official like Twitch inspector site that's made for like testing out streams to see what you can adjust and everything to make it good. Test it out, worked just fine. I'm like, oh sweet, perfect.
Oh, nice.
No lag in my games, no lag on Streamlabs, everything was fine. I'm like, oh, this is so good.
Hell yeah.
I mean, would it be better with a bigger monitor so I don't have to stare at the 7-inch screen and have my game windowed mode at like a 4x3 or a 3x2 type screen? Yes.
Right.
But like, it works. Now I know I can stream on the go if I want to. Which is a good thing.
Okay.
Oh, you're still live, aren't you?
Yeah, for now.
I'm sorry about mentioning streaming while you're live. It's bad stream etiquette.
Oh, no, you're fine. Honestly, I didn't even notice. Ain't a big deal. Oh, I'm about to hit 82 woodcutting.
Nice. How long did it take you to get up there?
Ooh, a while.
Well, you also been doing other skills. Like with me, when I pick a skill in a game I want to like max out, I solely focus on just that skill alone.
Yeah.
So it don't take me nearly as long.
Minus level 82. Well, I just got the tier 3 Grove Cabin upgrade for my Fort Friend 3 base. And now that
You can build bases in RuneScape now?
it's just the one. It's part of a quest line that you do. It's like a little bit northeast of a rock, like right on the wall going into the wilderness. There's a Fort Friend 3 quest line, and at the end of it, you fight a dragon called Vorkath. But now that I got my Grove 2 tier 3, I can Yeah, now that I got my grove to tier 3, I talked to the guy that stands at the grove cabin, and now I have the possibility while I am chopping trees of finding a bird's nest that has a piece of the Imcando hatchet. If I find all 4 pieces from 4 different bird's nests, I take them to this guy at Mudskipper's Point named Thurgo, and he combines the pieces and makes the Imcando hatchet, which is the best hatchet in the game for cutting wood. At first I was like, oh well, I'll just do the crystal hatchet, but in order to do the crystal hatchet I have to complete the entire Prifdana's questline, and that spans across like 7 or 8 different quests that you gotta do.
Damn.
And then I found out that the crystal hatchet is second best in the game, right behind the best in the game, which is the Imcando. And there's no quest requirements really for the Imcando hatchet, as long as you have the Fort Friend 3 quests done and you can make the tier 3 grove cabin. That's all you need. Once you make the tier 3 grove, you just talk to the guy, and then you talk to him a second time, and he'll give you the first piece. And then now there's like 3 other pieces I guess I gotta find.
Your wood cuttings can go from there to woohoo! With that hatchet. See, you've delved so deep into RuneScape, it's unreal.
Oh dude, I still don't even know what half of the shit in this game is. Like... Yeah, it says here, the Imcando hatchet is a type of hatchet made from a dragon hatchet that has been combined with the 4 Imcando hatchet fragments. So I have to get a dragon hatchet and then combine it with the Imcando hatchet pieces. Issue with that is... Oh, never mind.
Dragon hatchet.
Never mind. Well, I know the dragon pickaxe is like 60-something million or some shit like that. But I guess the dragon hatchet is only like 100k.
What the fuck is the price difference?
I have no idea.
Shit, you better scoop that up before that shit goes up.
Yeah, you do actually have a point. I probably should do that. Right now, like, this also works, because 1, obviously I need the 4 pieces. And 2, I also need to get to level 90, wood cutting and level 90 construction so that I can start doing elder logs and elder frames instead of magic. Because, like, for example, magic logs are like 922 gold for each magic log, but the elder logs are like 10.9k per elder log. Like, it's crazy.
I like how, I know this may seem like a something small, but I like how they, RuneScape actually added a gold pouch to carry all your gold in, so it's not taking up an inventory slot.
Yeah, that is really nice. Oh, hey, look at that. I just bought that hatchet. I was expecting it to take a little bit more time to actually buy, but it bought it pretty quickly.
Nice. Maybe the difference between price for the hatchet and the pickaxe is supply and demand. Maybe there's not a lot of fucking supply for
Bird's
the
Nest Plus,
pickaxe.
I bet you that's the one with the fucking thing in it. Oh no, it's just a U seed. What? Okay, yeah, so there isn't really anything like special. I just went online real quick and tried to look it up to see if there was any type of tree that had like a higher chance of dropping the bird nests that I need, or you know, if they dropped maybe a better chance in like a higher level tree compared to a lower level tree, but I guess it's just random. The only thing it did say is that every time I chop a tree that drops a nest and it doesn't have a piece in it, every time I get a nest that don't have a piece of the hatchet in it, it will increase the chance that the next nest will have a piece in it.
Bro, watch you end up getting the 3 pieces once you get it high enough, back to back to back. That'd be fucking hilarious.
That would be great. Would be wonderful.
But then again, the only time I've ever seen that happen is in Final Fantasy 14 when you're grinding for my horse mounts.
Man, it's still crazy that happened.
What?
The horse thing. Why does this guy got 96 wood cutting, but he's still just chopping magic trees? Why aren't you chopping elder trees, dude? So much more money. Oh man, I am starving. Alright, bro. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of here for now. Probably shut the stream down, get myself something to eat. I'm fucking starving.
Alright, bro. I'll let you know when I get back on RuneScape.
Yeah, let me know. If not tonight, then, just let me know tomorrow or whatever, whenever you plan on getting back on and whatnot, and we'll get you in the clan.
Alright, bro. I love you.
Alrighty, I love you too. Bye.
Talk to you later.
Later. Alrighty guys, with that being said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut the stream down for now. I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything all day. I really gotta get something in my stomach. So if you guys enjoy the RuneScape content and you want to be able to see our content get to other people and continue to grow the community, make sure you smash that like button. It really does help with the algorithm a whole lot. Also, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys play RuneScape 3, and if you do, comment down below with your guys' screen name, and I'll see what I can do about getting you added into our clan for PVM and just socializing and stuff like that. Also, if you have not done it yet, if you want to go ahead and hit that red subscribe button with notifications turned on, so every time I go live, you guys can get notified and you can keep up with all the different content that I do, and you can get that ever elusive first like and comment of the stream. And also, it helps me reach my goal of 300 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. And with that being said, until next time, which will be probably sometime tomorrow, this is your boy, your main man, your favorite streamer, Psychotic, saying